Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans here with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator right here from Kamloops, British Columbia, from the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube. Welcome to my Facebook. I really do truly appreciate it when you do join me when I do go live. But if you're watching on replay, tell me that you're watching on replay, and I appreciate that just as much as joining me live. So this is my Saturday, my regular Saturday when I go live at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. Usually I go live. I try to do it on a Saturday. Sometimes there's a function that's going on a Saturday, so I have to just change it to the weekend. But welcome to my card sketch challenge. This is where I put out a challenge a sketch every Saturday morning, and I must say the way that I get my card sketches is I come down in the morning and I make a card. And from that card is when I do a card sketch. And you can sometimes see that when I'm making a card and I say, oh, that would be a good sketch. And then I turn it into a sketch. But anyways, all right. So this is card sketch number 226. And this one's going to be using some new different stuff that I haven't used. It's new from the catalog. So hello, Cindy, and hello, Marie. Remember that this is part of a live. So as part of a live, I will be talking with different people as we go along. If you don't like that, like I say, watch it on the replay and then you can scoot on by. And thank you so much for sharing, Cindy. I really, truly do appreciate that. All right. This card sketch is, I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring it up close because somebody went and said they really want to see it up close with the measurements that are on there. Maybe they're not a member of the Stampin' with Diane Stampers group. I do post this on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and not on my YouTube, on my Facebook page and group. But there's our card sketch. So we are also going to use this Christmas Friends. I haven't used it. I've been dying to use it. And I don't know, I might turn around and I don't know. Am I going to put this with a die cut? Yes. You know what? I'm going to change up my mind and I'm going to come in and do this as a die cut. And we'll go from there. All right. So what are we going to do with this? Like I say, this is the card sketch. So when I show you this card sketch, this is the finished card sketch. So let me grab my paper. Where did my paper go to? Oh, here we go. So I do have some thick basic white. That's the color that I'm going to be using for the base. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Fold into the mountain or the bumpy end. And as I always say, fold into the side that doesn't look like it should be folded into. And the reason you're doing that is to make sure that you got a nice even edge right there. And it makes it even. So it's right there. Hello, Laura, and hello, Sandra. Okay, so then this states here that the first layer is 1.5 by 5 1/4. I've gone ahead and used this. This is designer series paper. Now, this designer series paper is from the Take a Bow. It's 6 by 6 paper. So it's got these designs on this one side. And then when you turn them over, they've got these other amazing ones on the other one. Now, there's 48 sheets, and there happens to be 12 of each sheet. So that works out really well if you're going to be doing things. And, of course, this goes with the Take a Bow die set, which works as a bundle with DSP and the dies, which is kind of strange, isn't it? But they've changed things up, and that's good. We'll just go with the flow on that. So anyways, that's the designer series paper that I am using. And the way that this shows this particular sketch is I've got this right to the edge there. But let's see, I'm not going to put it together until I've shown you all the other parts. Now, this is a piece of real red doubles, like the two-tone paper. So let's see if I can show you the other side of this two-tone paper. And then you'll see it's really pretty amazing. Oh my goodness, I got to take one of these pieces out like this. So we have this, and this is part of the memory keeping line. So one thing to remember, you can end up with different colors in there. So I'm going to use this. This happens to be 4 1/4. This measurement says 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. This is longer than what that is, but I wanted to show you what I want to do with it to bring it down to that size. Because, you know, I'm always trying to bring something a little bit different to you. Hello, Amanda. So, like I say, this is supposed to be 4 1/4. Let's go. Which is the 4 1/4? Yes, it's 4 1/4 down this way. And I want this to be 3 3 3/4. So you can see it's a little bit longer, but the reason I want to do that is I want to show you something else with this two-tone paper. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this paper and I'm going to tear it. Now this two-tone paper is a white core, and if you tear and tear away, well, I'm actually just tearing it this way, taking this little piece off, and this is what's going to make it go down to that size. And depending on which way that you tear this, but see, when I go to put this on here, now what's going to happen is I have this white torn image down there. Now, if I went and I turned around, and this is the one in garden green, and I went and I tore it this way, this part would not be torn that way, and this would have the white core. So it just depends which way you want to tear it and what side you want this cord or this two-tone paper to go. So I'm thinking to go like that. And then I have a piece that's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So that's a square here. And then I took that same designer series paper, and that's 3 by 3. And then this is what I'm going to put my image on. So it's just going to be like that. And then of course I've got this here. So this is the sketch. But the reason I wanted to put that down like that was to show you that I have actually taken this piece here and I have now made it 3 1/4, 3 3/4 inches just by tearing it. So in order to do this, I made it just a tiny bit larger. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. Now, I will tell you that I do not have I don't have another base on this card, which is a little unusual for me. But I thought, you know what? Let's just switch this up just a little bit, right? Hello, Donna. And then this piece here is just going to go straight there. And like I say, isn't that amazing? It just gives a different edge altogether. I am loving this two-tone paper. Can you tell? Yes, I can't wait till we get all the colors. You can get as packs right now. You can get a full pack of the Real Red, the Garden Green, Pool Party, and Basic Black. And the Basic Black is a totally different color, like totally different. Okay. So torn paper. Now let's go ahead and stick these onto here. Now I could put that side out, but I decided I wanted red. We're going to do a red card. And this is going to be not just because of the stamp set, and I'll show you it quickly. We're going to do Happy Holidays because this one says have a very Merry Christmas. It kind of goes with that. And then this one has I'll be thinking of you this season that goes with that. But I want to use this moose because this moose just cracks me up. They do have some multicolor packs right now that correspond with the memory keeping kits, Donna. There's a Halloween one. There's the fall one. There's also one that goes with, but at this point in all the color thing, I'm not sure about how they're going to come about with that. So I'm going to wait to put that together. And then let's just go in and stamp this image. And we're going to just put that onto a piece of basic white. And I'm using Memento because I'm going to be using my blends. So when they're in multicolored packs, there are multicolored packs to go with the memory keeping kits. I saw that you were on a holiday, Amanda. That was amazing. Okay, so isn't he adorable? And I'm going to go in and use that same sort of, I've got that, there's a certain way I want to color this. So I'm going to use the pecan pie, and I'm going to come in and let's see. I colored this up ahead of time, and I want to make sure I've kind of got it the same coloring. Okay, so I'm coming in with the light pecan pie, and I'm just going to put it onto this. We're going to color, and I'm using the brush end. Now, when I color, I do more flicking with the brush end, because we want to get some fur looking, but I'm going to come and do that dirty cloth technique again with this, because it's just so perfect to go with this. All right, so we're going to color the moose head. We're going to do his snout a little bit different, and same with his horns as well. This reminds me so much of Canada. I think this is something that we're known for, our moose, right? All right, so then I'm not even using the dark one. I'm just coming in again and just coloring some more. Oh, I see I went outside the lines here. Oops. All right, so this is where I want to show you how, and I've got to go get my color lifter. I know it's at the other end of this table. Now, when you're using a color lifter, what I want you to do is, this part here is outside of the lines. See how it's just there? So what you do is you take it this way on the outside and push that color back in to within the lines. And when that dries, it's going to be pushed in. Okay. Now, normally I always say cut your die before you start coloring. So I should do that right now. So let me just go, and the reason I'm cutting this is to go into the small cut and emboss machine. I'm going to come in and get this moose one. It is fun. I like this what is it, a chat box, or what do you call that? Oh, man, I tell you. All right, so this is going to go onto here, and we're going to cut it out, because I don't want to do all that coloring, and what happens if it's not right? So we're just going to come in and put our Post-it note tape on there. And then just wait, I'm going to see how that is lined up. It's not quite lined up there. So just come in with that. Let's bring in our mini cut and emboss. A speech bubble. There you go. Thanks, Dora. Oh man, I tell you, this old age, I can't think of words. What did they say? They think that that's part of a COVID thing. Who knows? But anyways, I just noticed that speech bubble. Otherwise, I probably would have looked it up. All right, so I'm just going to run this through here, and then we're going to finish coloring it. Oops. That sounds awful, doesn't it? What words are on there that you could do a speech bubble? Anyways, it's interesting. All right, so let's come and just take this part off. We'll leave that just in case we need to do some more. And like that to begin with. Now, I want to go get some shading in there. So I'm coming back in again, and I'm using all just the light. I let it dry a fair amount in between. All right, so this is kind of how we have it to begin with. Hello, Colleen. All right, so now this is where I'm going to do that dirty cloth technique, and I should probably have this on something. So let me just do it like this. I have an older type face cloth, right? And then, oops. Oh my goodness, I can't get this off. This is rubbing. You know what? I'll just get the other one. Now I am using rubbing alcohol, the 99% one. So I'm just going to come in, and you notice I've just done the fur. And then I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to dab this on there. And what that's doing is that's going to lift some of that fur. And then I'm going to show you what that's done. So see what it's done to that fur now. So now it's not fur, but it gives the texture of the hair, right? All right, so we have that. Now we can finish doing the rest of the coloring. I just wanted to do that before it basically, yeah, I just wanted to do that before. Now I'm trying to find something here, and I'm probably not going to find it. I had pre-colored one of these. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm coming in with my crumb cake, and I am going to color the horns. And this is a crumb cake that's almost dead on one end. So I'm just going to come in with the bullet end. Do you find that? You have some that are juicy on one side and then not so great on the other side. And that just, yeah. And then I'm also going to come in and do his nose. And then we're going to come in and do the darker on here. Like, let's see here. On here as well. And you know me, I tend to do this kind of coloring. Now, the other part with this is you could go also, if we're going to get that kind of, we've done texture here, we can go just with our dots and just do the extra texture on here. And what that does is that's just going to blend it a little bit. And now I'm going to come back in with my light crumb cake and just blend it together so that we can kind of get rid of that line. So it looks like it's blended. Now, I'm a big one too that I like to put gray in with some stuff there. So this is the light gray granite. That's just going to take that just a little bit down. There we go. So you can see how he's starting to come together, right? Now, I'm going to use the gray granite on the blades on his skates. Should probably be using the other end. It's just the most adorable sort of thing. Now, I didn't know, I kind of wanted a green, so I'm going to give him green socks. Can't say he's the best fashionable dresser, but we're going to give him gray or green. And this is a mossy meadow that I'm actually using on here. And then let's come in with our real red, and we can go and now start coloring the scarf. And I'm just going to do a red and white scarf. Red is a color that really bleeds quite a bit. So you want to originally go kind of inside of your lines. And then let's go and, yeah. If I had put this on before I did that dirty cloth technique, you probably would have blotched up the red. Now, you notice I'm only using the one color of the blends at this point. Now, so we have our mousse, right? But see how those skates are kind of looking, well, they're kind of white, but there's no definition to them or anything like that. Take your Pool Party and then just kind of put a tiny bit of Pool Party onto your skates. And what that's doing is just giving some some highlights onto your skates. And you can do the same also with your scarf. So there we go. So that's basically the coloring. I don't take a long time to do it. This particular technique really makes coloring of animals so easy to do. Okay, so we have that. So let's continue on with this sketch, right? So we've torn that. We've got this on there. And I think I'll just put that right onto the card base here. And then I'll start doing some popping up with the dimensionals. So I have a bit of a flashback thing going on here. So I've done some reorganization in the studio. Does anybody have these kind of dimensionals with these on the back? Oh my goodness. I can't believe I found 4 or 5 of these sheets. And they seem to be a little bit thinner. But anyways, I thought that was quite funny that I had that. So let's just go and they still stick. So it's all good. That's the quality, right? So we have that like that. Let's come in with our take your pick tool. So you can see how this is coming together from this sketch. Just like that. Then we can go and put this moose on there, and we're going to pop him up as well. My goodness. Lots of white space. I probably could have done a smaller a smaller square. Lots of white space around there. Well, even if I do put this white square on there, it's just going to add another layer. I'm going to do it just because it kind of goes better with this particular image. This is not on my card sketch, just let you know. So see how I've got it there. And all it is I just want this moose to be a little bit more into a spot. Does that make sense? All right. So we're just going to put him on there. And you know what? I'm going to also come with my pool party. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this on there. And that's just going to add just a tiny bit behind there as well. So, oh my goodness, so cute. All right. So then these were cut from the stylish shapes, and this is another stylish shapes. And the only, like I said, the only sentiment that really is appropriate from here is this happy holidays. So let's see. I'm going to put this, and I'm going to come in with real red, and hopefully I can get it straight. I'm going to give it a try. So are you new to stamping? Or do you know somebody that's new to stamping? Basically, I have collaborated with 2 other fantastic demonstrators, and we have a special Facebook group just for new stampers. And honestly, you want to be, if it's new, this is really basic stuff that we're showing them. So I'm going to start advertising that on my Facebook group and page for new stampers. You have to be Canadian though. And yeah, we'd really love for you to join us on this thing. We'll be going live once a week with a really simple card. All right, so this is just going to go like this. Now, you know what? Now, thinking about this, I could have done something else with this. And I wonder how that would have looked. I could have put some of this on there, but guess what? It's too late now. So, but I still, anyways, I'll have more information there for you. Yeah, you know, I thought that would have been okay behind. You know what? Do I want to put this on there? Let's just play with it. Why not, right? 'Cause you know how I go. Um, I, I cut it double that way because I'm going to do a double bow. You know how I love doing bows, right? I would have rather have done it behind this moose, but this is okay. We're just going to tie this up like this and see how it looks. If not, I can keep the bow for something else, right? There we go. Oops, something's uneven. Oh, it's one of these ones. Let's see how that looks. There we go. I don't like that loop there. Okay, so let's pull this down. Get this down a bit more. So do we want to put a bow up there? You know what? It's festive. Why not? So let me just give it a bit of a haircut. So we can put this up here. And then we're also going to come in with these. They're coming back. So be patient with them. But I think this card just is, it just sings that you've got to have this stuff. Now, these embellishments and this baker's twine all go with the Reindeer Days suite. Now, remember, if you want to get in on that stamp camp, there's still time to get in. It's where you can get in on 13 make and takes for the price of the suite. So anyways, let's do it that way. Just going to give a little bit more of a haircut here. All right. Then, but before I go on anymore, I think we need to put something on the inside. This one has a really good thing. You like the card? Awesome. Well, I hope that you'll join along with this sketch challenge, right? Remember that you can join in on from any part of the world into my card sketch. Go into my group, and my group is just down below here. If you're not a member, just ask to join. And then you can enter your card into the card sketch challenge. Just write the card sketch number. And then what you can do is you can turn around and I give away a random draw for both my mystery and this sketch challenge once a month. And if you live outside of Canada, I can't give you product, but I can definitely give you a tutorial. This is such a cute tree. So I just stamped that in Mossy Meadow. And let's get that to dry. You like the layout? Yeah, it's kind of fun. And I like the fact that this two-tone paper, we're just getting a bit of texture from that as well. Okay, so we have that. Now let's come in with these. Oh, these are the bomb. These are the best. All right, so let's come in with this one. And I'm going to use all 3 sizes. You know what? I'm going to put that there. Let's put this here. You know what? I think what I'll do, hold on. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to come in with this one just there. And then we'll put this one right here. There we go. So there we go. What do you think? That goes with that sketch, right? All right. So if you like that, remember to give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. And also invite if you are interested in this, this simply, oh my goodness, Denise, help me out. Simply stamping. I'm so bad. Anyways, so there's, thanks, you guys. Yeah, this one's kind of fun. This one, I think, is one of those ones that we can play an awful lot with, and you could do an awful lot with it, right? So, yeah. So if you like that, remember to give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, though, please reach out. I will be live back on Monday. Now, remember, I've changed my time on Monday for my live. So I go live at 12 noon Pacific time. And that's where I'll do either 3D box or 3D project and or a fanciful card. So I hope that you'll join me and see me on a Monday. Boy, I tell you, I have some days. I think it's been that week. I can't talk, right, Donna? Anyways, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I look forward to see what you're going to do with this card sketch. So remember, put it in with my Facebook group down below. If you live in Canada and don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to work with you. And also remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now. Don't forget about Sip and Stamp tonight if you'd like to join. Thanks. Bye now.